All right, we are here live at the ABA Tech Show 2017 in Chicago. I'm joined by Andrew Cabasso from JurisPage.com, and he's got an amazing website that helps attorneys run their businesses, build websites, SEO, social media, online marketing. He is probably the most well-known person in the industry for what he does best. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I heard first of all the good news. You guys got acquired by Uptime Legal.
That's right.
Okay. So when it says you got acquired, what does that mean? Are you out of the business or are you still running it day to day?
No, I'm still in the business. I'm still running JurisPage day to day. All those blog posts that you're seeing about things to do to fix your terrible website or things to get better visibility.
That's still you.
That's still me. Okay. I'm still writing all of that
stuff. The content is still from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah, everything.
So I guess on your site, why would attorneys come to the site? What would they learn from the site?
So a lot of our content is geared towards firms that either you have a site and you're not happy with what it's doing, either it's not attracting the kind of clients that you're looking for, or you yourself, you're just not happy with it because you see competitors, some other firms, and you're realizing, my site isn't as good as this other firm over here. Right. And a lot of firms, they'll say, I know that I'm a better lawyer than this guy over here, but his firm's showing up the first in Google. Yep. How come Google doesn't know that I'm a better lawyer than and it's like, well, Google doesn't care about that. And I get that a lot, actually. Okay.
So are you still building websites for attorneys?
Yeah. Okay. Everything.
What's your bread and butter? Yeah.
So everything from building a website, whether it's a lawyer's first website, either they're at a law school and they're starting a practice, or they're at a larger firm and leaving and starting their own, or doing a redesign and revamp where the firm is like, we've had this website since 2011 and it still says copyright 2011 on it, or it's not mobile friendly and we need to upgrade it. And
2017.
And there are still plenty of law firm websites that don't look good on mobile phones where half the traffic is coming from these days. Right. So,
and what's the back end? Is it WordPress?
Yeah.
It's WordPress.
Yeah, it's WordPress. I love WordPress. It works.
Amazing. I think WordPress is the show.
I
heard they're here.
WordPress.com. That's posted on. There.
But you don't recommend hosting it directly. You recommend hosting it yourself, or with you host sites yourself?
Yeah. So with our clients in particular, we do all the hosting and support for them.
So managed WordPress hosting solution.
Yeah, exactly. Because I realized that. So I'm a lawyer also, and I was practicing, and I recognize that I could maintain my own website. I could update the plugins when I need to, and upgrade the WordPress themes and stuff like that, and add stuff myself if I had the time to do it. But I don't. I'm busy practicing law, and a lot of our clients, thankfully they're busy practicing law, and if they can have someone who knows WordPress and knows website design and hosting and management and can take care of all of that, in addition to, when needed, add new lawyer bios and new blog post content to the website, we handle that all for them.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, so if it's WordPress, that means that once you build the site, you're maintaining it, managing it, you could help them with issues, but they have the ability to go in and edit any page they want on their own. Yeah,
and some things that we actually have that's pretty unique is we have our own editor on top of the WordPress functionality. So it basically, WordPress, if you aren't familiar with WordPress, editing pages and editing content, you can do a lot with it, but you really have to know HTML and CSS coding to get the most out of it. We wanted to make it easier for lawyers to make edits to their websites, so we made a drag and drop, like a visual style editor.
Nice. Okay.
So any page, any piece of content that you want to add is very easy to do on your own. Although we're always there to help.
Okay, awesome. And then what else do you offer besides websites?
Yeah. So aside from websites, we do everything from branding, logo design, business card design, to helping law firms get traffic. So through everything like search engine optimization, getting you better,
higher in Google, more reviews,
doing better in the Google.
The Google dance, getting in the search.
Right, getting search, online advertising, social media, and email marketing and newsletters.
Cool.
So everything related to your internet presence, basically.
So how has the acquisition changed the company?
So working with Uptime has been great. We've been one reason that we went with Uptime is that there were a lot of our clients that were asking about services that Uptime was providing, and a lot of Uptime's clients asking about services we were providing. So
there's no way to cross.
So we were able to integrate with a lot of Uptime services. They were able to with ours. We are able to provide more services to the clients and upgrade a lot of what we were doing. And it's really been great for what the customers ended up seeing.
So for all the attorneys that are listening in and watching, what are the typical things you see they're doing wrong on their website that they could fix right away? That's easy fixes.
Where to start? Okay, so the easy fixes.
Where to start? Okay.
The easy fixes, the simplest fixes is the bio page. After the home page, the single most trafficked page on any lawyer's website is their bio.
About us.
The About Us, but more specifically, actually, the specific lawyer bio. So even if you're a solo lawyer or 50 lawyers, the bio pages are where people go, usually because if you get referred to a firm, you're not getting a business card of the firm.
Right.
You're getting referred to a specific lawyer.
Right.
So someone is saying, hey, you got into an accident? Oh, I know this lawyer. You should look them up. And so when you do, you go to the website, you go to their bio page. And a lot of lawyer bio pages could be better.
You're very nice. You're way too nice.
Well, so part of it is...
a lot of them don't even have bio pages, first of all, by the way.
Some don't. And then a lot of the ones that we ended up doing redesigns for are because it was 5 years ago they last had their website designed. They haven't touched it since. And they've added, a half a dozen lawyers since they last touched the website. But even so, like the websites that do have lawyer bios, they're written from the lawyer's perspective of what they think a client wants to hear. But the client really cares about, ultimately the client really cares about a few things. Do you have experience in the type of case that I'm coming to you with? They want to know.
So basically, sorry to stop you there. So basically, if you're going to a lawyer say, it's like, oh, we do all these practice areas versus someone that specializes in what you want, that person's going to get the business model.
Yeah, well, but in particular, like a lot of lawyers, they want to tout, like, here are my awards, here's the law school I went to, here's what I wrote my note on, here's what I'm published on. Well, that's great. Like saying that I'm published is great. Saying that I have this education background, sure, that's all great, but that ends up far too often being like the main focus. But having the narrative, having the I have experience, and here's a sample of like a type of case that I've handled, like with a breakdown of types of representative matters, that sort of thing. Having a very lengthy profile with specific experience of types of case that you have handled and that you can handle, and being able to demonstrate that is really powerful. And some other things that do well, and that the things that do well for law firm websites that are really geared towards more consumer areas of law, so like personal injury, bankruptcy, trust and estates, stuff like that, where you could be getting traffic from the internet. The awards and stuff, that's helpful. The awards and the reviews, if you don't have a prior relationship with that potential client.
That's a lot of trust.
And reviews are important. People still go to Yelp, people go to Avo, and they want to know, is this lawyer any good? Because just like if you're going to a restaurant and you want to see a review to see if it's worth going to, you're spending a lot more on a lawyer than you want on a restaurant.
Yes. So for the bio page, do you recommend they obviously have a headshot, a bio, a video about themselves?
Videos are great. The one hurdle for a lot of lawyers is videos can be expensive. You can spend $1,000 or more, often more, on a video, and for some firms they just can't really invest that much for the videos. But at the very least, a headshot, a recent headshot, a headshot that was taken, within the last year or two, hopefully no later than 2. So something relatively current, because people are going to meet you in person, hopefully. So a good current headshot. Videos are great because, and I've heard this constantly from the lawyers that we worked with. They say that their clients come in and they say to the lawyers, I saw the video and I could see myself working with you. I could see myself, I see you on this video. You seem like a person. Like, it's not just the text and the image. I see you explaining the law to me, and that made me feel comfortable with you. And so that's, especially if you don't have a relationship, that client doesn't know you versus any other lawyer in their Google search, that really helps build that relationship to get to the point where they reach out to the firm and then get that consultation.
Awesome. Amazing. Yeah. All right. Well, any last final words for attorneys? Any big advice that you'd give them?
Put me on the spot. Pretty straightforward, but I still see it's an issue. Have your phone number and your address.
Hey, look over here. Yes.
Hey, have your phone number and your address on your website on every single page.
On every single page, like in the footer.
Yes, in the footer, in the bottom of every page, have your phone number, have your address, because if you want to actually get visibility locally, that's important. The name, address, and phone number.
Okay.
That Google picks up on that, and if you don't have it consistently, both in your website as well as on your Google business listing, which you can easily get and should get at google.com/business. Yep. That continuity, that consistency, that's going to help you get some better local visibility, and that's a quick win. So check that out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Andrew, thank you so much.
Hey,
pleasure having you, and we'll see you at every show in the future, I hope.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, thanks so much.
Yeah.